All right, say we live. I'm gonna go to the page and share it. Make sure we can hear it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep, say we live. If y'all can hear, make sure y'all can tell me y'all can hear or not. Oh yeah, I can hear it, so we good. All right. All right, everybody doing too.
Hey, y'all.
I was curious how tonight gonna
Happy
work too,
New
because it's a
Year's.
big game going on too.
At
So
Butler.
heavens no,
Well,
Grove Town.
in growth. To me, it's a lot of people at
Butler's
Butler.
crazy.
It's a lot of people at Butler.
Oh, maybe
It's paid.
I don't know who they playing.
Okay, so the big game is
It's
what? Grayson
Grove Town and
and
Grayson.
Grayson
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Dang, we
Just
probably should
because,
have went there.
I was thinking, but I forgot. I thought it was gonna be on a Friday. I thought that to me it's a Friday game. It's
It's
not really
definitely a Friday
a
game.
Tuesday game, but also it is a game you would play when you first come back to. Grayson ain't really lost. They like top in the whole city, in the whole state of Georgia too.
Yeah,
But
I can see it.
he went there last year.
He went there.
Played out of position and left. And he killing now. He my top recruit in the whole country, not just Georgia. He's top recruit in the whole country.
Ooh.
So speaking of Butler though, his dad played for Butler. His dad went to state and everything too. His dad went to state back then.
Oh, that's what's up.
Lost by some free throws.
Lost by some free throws.
Yeah. I think Ricky McGee missed the free throws. So it'd be a lot of rich history in the sport. I know we joke about the sports world in Augusta, but it'd be a lot of rich history.
It's a lot of rich history.
Shout
out to him. I hope they come through Grove Town. Y'all need to do y'all thing, but they probably come in.
I'm definitely not going for Grove Town.
We know you're not going for Grove Town, but
Grove Town just packed the gym on. That's all. Yeah. I like my team look good losing. You know what I'm saying? Like I want the stadium to be full, the gym to be packed out, be full. And be a nice little vibe, and then I want to just go off.
Right, but if they just go off, it ain't gonna be intense. It ain't gonna be interesting no more.
It's not gonna be interesting anyway. I've watched the team.
Grove Town is not good. It's not a big game. They're not good.
It's a rivalry game. It's like
how is it a rivalry if you're
not rivalry, but more like a comeback game, like a revenge game. Like y'all should have let me play how I wanted to play. I could have been doing this for y'all, but so you know how that go, man.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, but so I know you went to the meeting. You watched some of the meeting. So how you want to start? You want to start? All the meeting.
5 hours long.
Yo, clap it up for you, man. For the dedication aspect, because 5 hours is a bit much.
5 hours is a lot, but I be sewing and stuff. So.
But then we always talk about how we want the commissioners to do this. That's a long time being a meeting.
I mean, they part-time though. They only do it like.
Yeah, but them 5 hours, then you still got calls. You got to reply back to your phone. Probably start with, your day start when people problems start.
Right.
So you're meeting at 2 or 12, whatever, 8, whatever. But your phone been ringing since 7 a.m. because somebody got a sewage issue or got a problem here and they don't know who to call, so they call the commissioner first.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Hey everybody, how everybody doing? Hey Lakeland, how you doing?
I'm just started word. She came in swinging. Shout out to Lakeland.
How you doing today?
She said I'd vote no because I think we should only fund the jail's renovations right now. But because the package is full of infrastructure expansions and developments, I can see people voting yes. Mm-hmm. But voting yes does not fix immediate issues, nor does it address our prison industrial complex. That was loaded. I like that.
I agree. I think it's good and bad. I don't think on any level that anybody's going to get entirely everything that they want. I'm not 100%. I care more. I get people care more about safety. Of course, we all care more about safety. I think our commissioners harp more on the safety. They say that's what the community want based off of a survey, right? But the survey only had like 3 or 4, maybe. I don't want to say the exact number, but I know it was a very low number of participants that participated in the survey saying that safety was our priority, like our top concern.
Yeah.
I understand that is our concern. However, there's a reason why safety is an issue. can we fix that issue? And a lot of reasons why safety is an issue, or why we are needing to ramp up our jail and build more jails, is because we don't have a quality of life. Like, we don't have quality jobs for the people that are being affected by the jail. Like, going to jail, there's a specific group of people that are going to jail constantly, and they all have the same story. A lot of people are sitting in jail right now because they can't afford bond. A lot of people went to jail because they were doing something like, I don't know, maybe stealing or whatever. But I feel like if we get jobs here, if we build a community up, if we invest in our community, maybe our constituents, our citizens of our community won't cause as much destruction because they'll be putting that time and energy in other places.
I would be curious, and I don't know if Lakeland has it or anybody that's watching can have it or give it to us. Other cities, or just cities that kind of match our demographic and same statistics. How it is like when you do invest in quality of life things, and then I want to also like compare that to like prison, and whether it be recidivism or whether it be how many people in the prisons, it being overcrowded and things of that nature. I do think that'd be a good like way to kind of measure things as far as comparables. Because I mean, I feel what you're saying at the same time, but I also want to be able to see it and be able to explain to somebody from like, well, this place right here is doing it and it's working. That's how stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, they were doing
and
it
they
and it's
even
working.
mentioned it in the commission meeting about comparing like other cities.
She said, "Talk your talk." Yo.
Other cities, in regards to like the non-governmental agency, they were trying to, I think Stacey Pullen asked if they could give her more so information from other cities that support their non-governmental agencies and how beneficial that is to their community. They didn't have the information.
Good, Kobe.
They didn't have the information right then, and they said they would get back with her, but they do use database from other cities to run their city, especially if it's going good. But I'm not against us funding the sheriff department. I'm not against it at all. I just feel like we need to figure out the problem. And the problem is everybody sees it. There's no quality of life here. And the people that keep getting in trouble, they keep getting in trouble because they can't get a job. There isn't no job available. Like, they got a record that's too long. Like, are we really rehabilitating our citizens?
Like I said, I'm with you. I'm not even necessarily saying I'm against, a budget with for the sheriff and all like that, because they may have their own plans. I would love to know what those plans are, but they might have their own plans. I am curious though, if like what? Okay, let's just say for instance they didn't get that money. We couldn't build another jail. That's not going to be a thing. So what steps would we have taken? Like I feel like it was. I don't want to say cheaper. I'm trying to not use that word no more. I feel like there were less expensive routes to take. I think that they're definitely less expensive routes to take. And when you talk about budget, right. There's a lot of things we could do. I mean, I'm not trying to make the law, but you can go into like saying, okay, well, what would warrant you to actually go to jail? We can start there. Mm-hmm. And what is like a ticket? So now we're not overcrowding on a weekend because we got 1,000 DUIs or whatever. I'm not saying if you're driving, under influence, you can't go to jail. But
right, you need to
maybe you do get a ticket, but maybe you do get a ticket. Maybe somebody else get out of their bed and come take you home, and you just impound your car. Maybe that's 30 people that don't go to jail that weekend. I feel like
but jail is a business. So them breaking the law is the business. Therefore there's the revenue that's coming in the city. So it's kind of like approving the alcohol license. Like, it's revenue that's coming in the city.
And I know it's all checks and balances, but then I would look at it like, okay, well, one business obviously takes over or is above the youth and the quality of life and people, be able to not have a clean record and stay out of jail, not pay that bond, because it's a lot of things. It's like a trickle effect once you do get that
once
arrested.
You do get that record. Yeah. So I do feel like, I mean, if the goal is to help our citizens be better citizens, then what do we do to help them to become better citizens? I feel like mostly everybody that goes to jail for whatever the reason that they go to jail for, and I'm not saying like there are some crimes that is just like they unforgivable. That's just what it is. Society feels like that, and even if society didn't feel like that, it is what it is. Some crimes are just unforgivable. However, if a person is getting out of jail and they are trying to do better. It seems like there is no way to do better. So cool, if the sheriff department gets these funds, how do they rehabilitate the people that's inside to be better when they come on the outside?
And I'm just curious. This is me asking because I'm trying to figure out the reason why they want to create another jail. Is it because of the safety of those inmates it's in a jail?
They're overcrowded. It's overcrowded. It's run down. It needs some renovations done to it, but mainly it's overcrowded. So because it's overcrowded, they need more space to kind of house the people that's there.
Okay, I'll have so many questions for somebody that's like in that field. I just want to know. Well, I want to get a list of like who in there for what, and then why they made them have a bond.
Somebody does that list. Her name is Donna. She does a list like that. Everybody that's in jail has vulnerable offenses, and literally they're just sitting there because they don't.
I know, and I'm not saying I know everybody, but I know some people who don't have a bond at all. Now, granted, I know once again, even outside of it being a business, they're just things that you're not gonna know because it's not your damn business. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a sheriff. I'm not a deputy. So I'm sure as agencies working with each other, maybe the FBI telling this person hold that person because we got something else on. If you hold for 6 months, that's fine with us. Give us some time. I'm sure it's a lot of that backdoor stuff happening too. Why somebody may not get a bond and why they're in there, and you just helping another agency because that's what they do. I don't know. I don't work in that field, but yeah, I can see that. I think some of the reasons why it's overcrowded don't have to be. That's what I'm saying. Like
her name is Donna Moran. It's the person that she gets the data from the jailhouse. And I mean, evidently she's been doing it for a long time. They call her a courtroom watcher. She just goes to court and she watches the courtroom. She watches what happened.
Thank you,
and she keeps the data on it.
Yeah.
I haven't officially formally met her, but I would love to meet her because she has like this record, this database of it. However, I mean, I get it's a business, but these are citizens of Augusta. And some may not be, but a large majority. It's probably people that live and reside in Augusta. I'm just saying, for the city of Augusta, everybody has been winning except for a certain part of the town, of the city of Augusta. Everybody else, and they can, even though they haven't won, like the sheriff office, and they're not up here, but they haven't not got. You get what I'm saying? But the city of South Augusta part, they just haven't got like nothing.
We need to get Donna on then, Lakeland. Y'all tag Donna. Tell her come here and give us information. I don't know if she can do that.
Yeah, like I would love to meet her. I was trying to see if she had a Facebook page at one point in time. I think it was last year, but I would love to meet her and even have her on because she's to me, I feel like she's very informative when it pertains to that. But yeah, I think overall the Splost list itself, I think it was a balance. Like we're all looking to move faster. I do want to see the commission come up with other ways to get revenue in the city so that we can do other things as well. Like they need to figure out a way to bring more revenue to the city so that we can expand the city, grow the city, build the city better. Because if we're just working off this small budget or small, even with Splosts, but our budget is getting smaller. The Splost had to be smaller in order to collect the funds in a shorter amount of time so that they can start billing. Even though this whole process may take over 10 years, I think it take like 4 years to collect the 375 million, which is like 60 million a year. So it take about 4 years to collect it. And then you have to build the stuff. You get what I'm saying? So another 10 years, either way it go, just for infrastructure to be set in South Augusta. So we're looking at probably another 20 years, 10 to 20 years before anything even really happens. And that's my realization of pretty much what's happening anyway. I mean, there are other because we're on Splost 9. So there's a whole bunch of different projects that happen from previous Splosts that are still in the works of being development. So of course we're going to start seeing development and stuff happen and things going to start getting closed out. But it's just like, dang. So before we see any like real change in the city, it's going to take this long again. So
Commission sitting on that old money. They don't want that new money. Augusta's so far behind. Probably so. Shout out to E,
Probably
man. Yeah.
so.
That's a
Probably
YouTube comment
so.
too.
How
Shout out to
y'all
the
doing
YouTube
tonight
watchers.
though? Happy New Year to everybody. Again, thanks y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to our Tuesday lives. We appreciate everybody.
Yeah, shit love.
If you on the live, y'all drop your name in the chat or who else. Say hey so we can see
Yeah,
who's
shout out to
on
Verge. Let
the
me just say hi
chat.
to everybody real quick.
Hey
Shout out to
y'all.
Lakeland. Shout out to Verge. Shout out to E. Shout out to EJ. Well, sorry, Elliot. EJ. There's two different E's.
Okay.
Cousin Kobe. Mia. Verge. Jessica Sean. She said thank you for what you do and your support. Definitely shout out to you for the hats. She got the hats. Make sure you
She has the
go to her
hats.
page. Handsome and Healing hats, and then Pretty Girls
Girl.
Heal hat. Yeah, you got the AKA colors on.
Huh?
You got the
Don't
AKA. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked good too.
I see
Look
you.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real cute. It came fast.
Oh, Hank in the
Great
building.
quality.
What up, Hank?
What's up, Hank? How you doing?
Tell Hank, everybody tell Hank, happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy
Oh, you a
belated birthday.
Capricorn. Oh Lord.
Oh, come on, man. Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa, whoa.
Lord.
Hank my guy, man. Hank cool.
Oh Lord. I'm just playing.
Nah.
Hey everybody. How you
Justina,
doing?
what's going on? How you doing?
Good? How y'all doing?
Thank y'all so much for what y'all do. We try, man. We definitely trying.
We are appreciative to
Definitely.
everybody. Again, anybody got any questions? I mean, what have y'all done for the new year? Did you guys have any goals that you're trying to accomplish this year? Anything that you guys want to talk about?
Oh no, same thing. He just said appreciate it for his birthday. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, Capricorn energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Capricorns, man. Shout out to all the zodiac signs. I ain't got no issues with too many of them.
Yeah, I ain't got no issues with them. Shout out to all the Capricorns out here.
So I mean, what was your thought process? I know you said that the Splost went. Did you expect it to go as, I guess, smooth as it went? Yes, no.
Yeah, I expect. I mean, it's election year.
Which can I ask you a question? I probably should ask you off air, but what you thought about the football thing? You know, like I know we talked off air a little bit, but what was your thoughts about it, like being played during the meeting? Was that you okay? You think that's a good thing? You think it was like agenda based?
What?
Them, having a little league thing during the
meeting, they had the. I think it was a power play. To be, and if I had to be honest, like I feel like first of all, shout out to the Trinity Titans Elite on their big win, national championship. Shout out to them. My son played he was the first on the Trinity Elite Titans in 2018 when the team first was established. We have went to that conference, the national conference 3 times now, or 2 times when he was playing for them. Shout out to them for doing their big 112U, going and bringing home the trophy. So we definitely need to give them a big shout out and praise because they did a big one. I just think it was politics. I mean, I do. I think it was politics. But I mean, I feel like with it being politics, I hope he cut him a check.
Yeah, I mean, I seen they post like a certificate and stuff like that.
They posted
I think recognition is amazing. So I want to first give it up for the commission and just the city for giving them recognition because a lot of times you don't get that. You got to like kind of fight for that, especially with the sports and youth football and stuff. If you're not attached to like a high school or some historic, they usually don't give you no attention. So I definitely shout out to them for that. But us being talkers, I'm just talking whatever. I really mean knowing moms and you being a mom who was on there, hey, let's cover these fees for the kids next year.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's something
like
small, nothing
I just
crazy.
Feel like they already did the work. So they went home, they went to Florida, they showed up for the city.
Yeah.
Right. Big time. So the city, instead of they displayed them, now give back to them as well. So they made it their job and duty to highlight them. Right. From the mayor office. That's what it said. It came directly from the mayor office. This is the election year. We already know a lot of things are going to start being shown, but along with the certificates that was given, they need helmets, they need shoulder pads, they need traveling money, equipment. Well, I already said equipment, but they need traveling fees because there's a traveling football team. They need cut them a check.
Oh, you just said, I think we should celebrate our babies more, at least once a month. I agree, but I also would say, in addition to that, I do think it's just ironic that you're highlighting that while you're having this quote unquote semi-budget talk and stuff like that, and it's like if nothing else would have gave me the push to like we got to invest in our kids. That it was that
Yeah.
They went and did something that wasn't done yet. Boom, they did it. Let's shift gears and talk and think about how important these set of kids are in front of us right now.
Right. And they're not a non-governmental agency. They are independent. They're independent, pretty much AU football team, pretty much. And they've been doing it. I think the owner name is Balin Song. He's been doing it since 2018. He came out the gate. Doing big boy business in this particularly and he had some great highlight moments. One of his football players passed away, unfortunately. Melquan Robinson. He ended up, because he passed away, we all fought for him to get the street beside
Burning
Ward named after him. So it's a lot. Like, the program has a lot of rich history that goes along with the program. They should definitely be investing in it. I mean, y'all ask them to cut y'all a check as well, because y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve the check. Y'all already did the work. So,
and granted, I think what they gave him was fine. I'm cool with what they gave him. Any recognition you get from the city, they got a lot of things they got going on, so I'm big on that. I just also know, like, the parents, they because you recognizing the kids and they want, I get it, but the parents getting them to the practice all the time. They keep them out of trouble. They dealing with the day-to-day attitudes or the homeworks and trying to get the practice here and eating food out of town here. So it's a lot that come with that.
It's a lot that come with it.
One year having to make it through. The next year, worry free. Bring another one home. Just something small.
Yes. Please donate to the Trinity Titan Elite, the city of Augusta. Definitely that.
Yeah, shout out to Balin.
Shout out to Balin. He is definitely the GOAT. Definitely one of those coaches. I mean, I appreciate my son being up under his leadership when he was 12. The whole program at the time, even when he first started out, was a great program. And he's built it up to be even better now. So I definitely support the program.
And not to even put his business out there, I ain't gonna say too much, but like, I know, I'm not necessarily, I didn't grow up here, but I did go to high school with Balin for a little bit. We went to Butler together for a while. And I can say, like, just watching him today, like, you would never thought that kid would be doing what he's doing right now. So I think that's a good thing too. Temper problem. Love the fight. Like, oh my God. Like, but just, and didn't back down. So like that made it even worse. Temper, love the fight and don't back down. I mean, it was, and then how he talked. So I talk fast, he talked fast and everything, but watch him today being able to slow down, like being able to be mature, not be so, he still got temper, but not be so like violent. And so I like that. Like, he definitely a good role model to the kids. And I think people can learn from him, definitely. So shout out to Balin, man.
Shout out to them. We're going to try to get them on, let them talk. He don't really like to talk. He just be liking to joke online.
I actually filmed the podcast with Balin, not me myself, but somebody else was doing it at the time, and he was on there, and I filmed it for him and edited. And it was cool. He don't like talking. He don't because he out talking stuff. He'll talk and then he'll say something he ain't supposed to say. People don't be on social media like that. So shout out to Balin, man. Shout out to the kids. Definitely.
But so we had a bunch of different conversations this week. Did y'all see the post that I made about the officer who's suing
the DA?
A lot of
You want to sue the DA?
Oh, yeah. And basically just the rhetoric behind it. Like, I know a lot of rhetoric that's going behind the post that I posted about the mayor. They're saying that they want other candidates. There's some people under the post in the comments that's saying they want better candidates. How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like Mayor Garnett Johnson's versus Stephen Kendrick is good, for us? Like, do you guys want to keep Mayor Garnett, or is Kendrick cool, or should we be looking for somebody else? And if we're looking for somebody else, who are we looking for? And same thing with the district attorney. I think with anybody, y'all, one mistake and you hate them for life. But in reality, what it be is you already have a dislike for the person. So no matter what they do, you're always going to be upset. I don't necessarily operate like that for me, but I understand there's a lot of people like that. Y'all only give people one chance, right? They only get one chance. Y'all only give black people one chance. Y'all only give black officials or black people in leadership one chance, even down to our media.
But be specific. Clip this. Be specific. One chance to mess up, or one chance to do right.
One chance to mess up.
You can do right a lot of times.
Right, one chance to mess up.
It's not enough. You do wrong one time.
You can
just
do
enough.
wrong one time. One time. That's all you got to do is make the headline one time, and your whole history of doing good is.
I wanted Jordan Johnson to run for the mayor, honestly.
Really? Y'all would vote for Jordan if he ran? Now, in the Augusta political group, I seen that they had a survey that went out. And the survey went out. Although everybody don't, I put on the post too. I was like, well, where's the survey? Is it just a special survey for specific people? Because they always say they have surveys out, but I'm like, where? How do the constituents get these surveys? Because when election season
Secret
starts,
society survey, man.
you're gonna get all the text messages in America. And I get there's other people that's doing it, but it's just like, okay, for the city of Augusta, how do y'all respond? Or no, I don't even think it was a survey for the city from the city of Augusta. It wasn't a survey from them. It was just a survey that somebody put out, and basically it had 4 people on it. It had Kendrick, Johnson, Jordan, and the white guy. I can't remember his
I
name,
the white guy, yeah.
but it was 4 people that's on there, and it was like if he considered to run. So, but overall, do y'all with the people that has put their stamp on it? Basically, the mayor said that he was rerunning. Kendrick said that he was running. The other 2, they haven't announced that they run it, and they do. I think they don't qualify until March. So Jordan has time to qualify up until March the 9th or something like that, before they need to qualify that they are going to actually run for the white
guy named Brad. I think
Brad Ushery.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Ushery. I don't know.
Oh, his name is Brad. Okay, Brad
Ushery. How you doing? She said, I finally caught it. I always miss this.
Oh, well, shout out to you. Thank you for your support. We appreciate you, love.
But yeah, now watching. Don't be scared to. Please be scared to comment, because when you want that political stuff, once you say, "Well, I get it," you don't want to say who you're voting for. But I will say this: I'm a big fan of less is more too.
Less is more
to me. Too many candidates is like anybody can win. I don't like the idea of anybody just winning. Too many candidates is like I don't like that much. I don't like to be thinking, okay, this I like this, because you're gonna like and dislike things from certain people. People might criticize Garnett, but it's certain things they like about him too. Same thing with Kendrick. Certain things you dislike and you like about him.
The person that wrote the article, I think his name was Lawrence Brennan. The person that wrote the article wrote the statement about the 4 people that was potentially running. I feel like he put out his own narrative too, that
every day
if all 4 of them ran, then pretty much Jordan and Kendrick would split their votes, leaving Mayor Garnett
AKA
to get
the
his
black
votes,
vote,
right?
specific, yeah.
For the most part, and I think that is a real thing. However, I just don't feel like it probably shouldn't. The narrative itself should not been put out. However, with them trying to close the polls in certain areas, it's like, dang, are they trying to set up the election for a specific candidate to win?
Yeah, stuff like that to be wild to me. Like why now? Why are we trying?
Why we closing the polls now? And I think even when they went to the Board of Elections meeting on Monday, again, the people that showed up in the room was full. The people that showed up to speak on behalf of them closing specific voting stations in specific areas, which was predominantly black areas.
You got the reason why they said?
I don't have the reason necessarily why they're closing them, but my assumption is they're closing them because they're underused for the most part. However, they can be underused. Just do it. But don't do it right now. Do it after May.
Okay, all right. And maybe Angela, I know people that be having the good answer, maybe but like, okay, we say underused, but first of all, whatever the hell that means, right? That's the first thing. Because I feel like whether it's underused or not, it was there for a reason, and it's for accessibility. So you just never know how much, like, what election gonna be that important. People are like, I want to go out and vote. So why would we make it hard for them to vote? If it's underused, so we okay with like people that turn out being worse the next time? So if it's down the street, or if it's 2 minutes from me and I'm not going, you think I'm gonna go now when it's 10 minutes from me or 15 minutes from me? So is the goal to like, is we see one underused, like, is that a thing for real? Like, does it matter? Well, why does it matter?
Maybe it costs. Maybe they're shutting it down because it costs and they're reducing the cost.
Augusta can't talk to me about budget stuff ever. I don't want to hear how much nothing costs, because they ain't care about nothing cost in the last 10 years. Like, I don't get it. Why we care today of what something costs? So that's just me. I could be off, This is the stuff we need to talk about. Revolution requires education. Education must be understandable. Thank you both for keeping the people informed. Definitely, man. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Listen, that meeting was a scam. Was a scam.
Yeah.
I didn't get to watch it, but the shout out to Q, like I said, she'll sit through the 5 hours of them doing whatever they do. I don't know what they even be doing or talking about, but doodling and coloring their books and stuff. But she sit through all of that, and she put
They
get her
was
notes
actively
together.
engaged this time though.
I'm proud of
I
them.
ain't gonna. They was. I mean, this the first one of the year. This was the first commission meeting of the year. Like I said, I expect
They played
for
nice.
absolutely. They were very
They must got
professional.
New Year resolutions.
Jordan Jackson wasn't there today. Jordan Jackson was not there. So although
Why?
it passed,
Did he say why?
I don't know.
Because he
But
posted this morning, like he was like, hey,
he did
today's the
post
day.
like
I'm
he
thinking
was
he's
gonna
gonna
be
be
there.
there.
But Jordan Jackson wasn't there. So they had 10 votes and everybody voted the same way. So
Is he okay? I wonder if he okay.
I mean, I texted him and I called him, but he didn't answer the phone. So maybe he's under the weather or something to that nature.
We gotta do a wellness check on Jordan Johnson. He don't be missing no meetings.
He don't be missing no meetings. He don't. He really don't.
Unless he got someone to sleep, I don't know about. You know, a lot of rumors going on. So. Oh, Jordan was there. Okay. At the beginning, he must got sick or something.
Oh, okay.
Start coughing. Yeah, okay. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I think less is more. That's just me. And then also for like the last when did we do the our stuff with Kendrick? That was September, October? No, it was before that. Jeez. July?
That was a minute.
July. Regardless how it was a while ago. And the thing is this September, I think. The thing is this. So far, we know we've been knowing 2 people were gonna run. We've been through that. And so now you add more hats to the pot. It's like you change people's minds. Now people wanna, which they should do their due diligence of like going to see what this candidate about, what this candidate about. So it's so much to learn. I do want to see like the run. I'll be curious about this time. I'm curious about the run. Like I want to see the current mayor talk about what he's done
since he's
and
been
what he
in
hasn't
office.
done, and maybe why. Like, I'm not shaming him. I just want to know like what that team is going to go with like
what
any shortcomings
are they
they've
going?
had. Yeah, I would love to see that because that can determine a lot too. Because you can have a good angle. You can have a good angle as far as like, well, you know, we didn't do this because this. Everything I feel like can be explained. I want it to be explained in the greatest way possible. But not saying nothing is what where I like be losing that communication or that trust in the government in Augusta. Jordan. So that's just me though. I don't know. I think you know, I know Garnett. I figured he was gonna run again. I know Kendrick is gearing up. He seems to be very excited, very more accessible this time too. And the last time they said that he wasn't out in the public a lot.
I expect to see Kendrick out more. I expect to see more giveaways from Kendrick, more giveaways from Garnett. I just expect to see everybody that's up for election to be out.
But 2, I want to see who's helping who. Also, I like that aspect of the politics of Augusta. Like who's with who. Yeah, you know that part is important to me. Like. For instance, if it was just Kendrick and it was just Garnett running, okay, who's standing with who? Who's neutral? And why are they neutral? Are they planning to do something in the next 4 years? Or, you know, like, are they playing it back just in case this person win or just that person win? Like, you start to see who aligned with who, you know? And that's my favorite part of all this.
Our city officials, like, that they hold grudges. Like,
that's just Augusta, Georgia.
It be grudges, like, for the smallest thing, but they hold major grudges. Like when they say they don't fuck with somebody, they don't fuck with somebody. They don't care if they work with them, don't work with them. Like
I just wish they was honest about it. I wish they was honest about it and said this is why.
That's what I be want to know the reason why. Like when people put stuff under the comments and they be like, "Oh, cricket this and don't do that." I want to know why. Like why? Well, what happened? Like why do you feel this way? But they always go mute after it. I want to know. Like keep throwing out like these crazy allegations against people. It's like, okay, well, where did it come from? Did they do something personally to you, or you just don't like them? Like you just don't like the way they look. Like, and I know a lot of people like, oh, we know a lot. I don't know these people. We just are from the outside looking in, reading, seeing the things that are out on social media or just in the public space, and drawing our own opinion about it for the most part.
Yeah, I think for me, when make posts and I go back and watch later, or I'll see a lot of notifications. For me, the comment section is like the greatest part of all thing because that's when you really get to see who going for who and who's siding with who. And I don't know if you noticed, but like in the comment section, when there's certain people, there's always certain people that coming in with dissertations.
Yep.
they got every bit of information you need for the person they like. Like, oh no,
oh, somebody put this in the comment section. Somebody took it upon themselves to go pull the expense report from the mayor. The mayor has gotten $300,000 from the city of Augusta through his business, pretty much from different invoices. So they wanted to, let me see what she said exactly so I can quote it. Maybe I'm sending it to you so you can put it on the line. Let me see. Did I say
it? What up, Sheffy? She said, Lord, Facebook didn't tell me y'all were live. I'm on CP time.
Hey, Sheffy, how you doing?
The one of the questions that we did have was I don't know how she worded it verbatim, but it was kind of like, do you want more people to run? Do you just want to be Kendrick and the mayor? Who do you expect to run for mayor? I said less is more. It was a post having like 4 people. I'm gonna accept that. It's a post that had like 4 people on there. Let me see if I can add that to it. Wait, Jeff, there we go. And then add. I'm about to put the expense report on the screen. Here we go. And what's this showing? This is showing
So basically, let me see why she put it on here. She said, oh shoot, why is my phone? I dropped it today. It's doing its own little thing.
Modern business equipment. What that mean?
That's his business. That's his business.
But okay, I'm saying, why are they giving him money? What, damn, 13,000?
Because he provides services to the city through his business.
What they do? What do you do?
Modern.
No,
he
see the title.
Provides business equipment or station. I don't know. Somebody's in the comments that know what he provides to the city. I don't know. I didn't necessarily look it up, but
business furniture like chairs and stuff.
Is it business furniture?
That's what Jeffy just said. Maybe he can give us some furniture. Then come sit his ass down and talk to us.
He probably like, we always begging.
Seems like he is too. Shit.
He just get paid. But I always say, like everybody comes out on top in the
Definitely, Juan. Definitely. I feel like he does. I feel like it is too many chefs in the kitchen if you got that many people running, and then like you split votes. So the chances of somebody winning that maybe they wouldn't have won. Like you split these votes for no reason, where somebody they're gonna get 40% automatically, 40% of the votes. Now you're splitting that other 60, whereas one person gets the other 60, or you got 2 and 3, they got 20, 20, 20. Now the 40% person win, and I might not want the 40% person to win. Just quick math. All right. Business furniture, man, get the.
Oh no, she just said, I'll just sit this here while y'all trolling. But I do.
Somebody said Brad for mayor. Get in there, Brad.
Not Brad Usher. Okay.
I need no more bottom. Never seen him in my life.
I need to know who he is. Who is he?
What do he do? Like y'all tell me in the comments. What Brad do? What Brad about? Damn. I'm gonna add the other image to it. Let me see what that look like. So what's Augusta Office Solutions? That's his business too?
That's his business.
Damn, he got 2 businesses?
Yeah.
Man, he a mayor or businessman?
He both. He the mayor and the businessman.
So why we in debt?
But I think so how do y'all feel about the mayor? He eats off the city like in major ways too.
I doubt Brad will run.
Who said that? Oh, Sheffy?
Business owner.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely a business owner. So, but how y'all feel about the mayor too? Like his business gets business from the city, and I mean we are in a deficit too. Well, was in a deficit.
Are we not no more? He got us out.
Get us out, but they modified the budget so that they can be. They modified the budget so that it fits.
There's a lot of people on here, man. Yo, if they just get money like that, I need to throw my hat in there, or throw my business around.
Yeah, and
Is it
something
it's something
new
I
that
can
I
do for the city?
learned
And I
through
can
the
get
comment
like
section is
13,000
that
real quick.
who
Is something I can do for the city and get 13,000 real quick? Like invoice them?
probably. I'm sure it's
Sheffy,
you got to be nicer.
Angela. I gotta be nice.
Is that
Wait, what?
remember how we talk about the commissioner's pay?
Yeah.
Like but I always say none of the commissioners complain about their pay. Like nobody.
I bet they don't.
Not one person. But I found out that it's a 5-year pension plan, or they get a pension plan after 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. After 5 years, that's sweet. It's taking forever to get a
plan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So
you could. So old boy, they ain't doing nothing. He good to go.
Yeah, he good to go.
Get the
Brandon Garrett that's been here, baby. When he leave out.
Look, I said, old boy, they ain't doing that. She said the name.
Yeah, Brandon Garrett when he leave. Y'all District 8 when Brandon leave.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He did nothing for the city, nothing for the. But the crazy part is he has been a lot more active. Like he was the one that proposed the new amount and the reductions for the 5 million and stuff like that. I feel like he's been a lot more active on his way out, but
trying to secure that
he
bag.
He definitely will be getting a pension from Augusta
Sheffy
when
said
he leave.
It's unethical for a sitting mayor's business to get paid.
It is
from
definitely
the city,
unethical,
but it's okay. We fixed some of that in the new charter review.
Shout out to the charter review. Shout out to the charter review.
Yo,
doing y'all big one.
I feel like we be saying this a lot, and this is just me. I know Sheffy, I know Angela on here. Y'all might think this, might not think this. I don't know, but I do feel like as we be on, especially the nicest way, like jumping, we be saying charter review, and I still feel like people don't know what that is.
They don't.
So we need y'all to come up here.
They don't.
And just sit down with us, or we can meet somewhere. Maybe do some pre-recorded stuff. I don't know. I do think live is better, so they can ask like questions in real time. We gotta find a way. Like maybe we gotta, Chef. If I need a book a suite, so we can put the kids in another room. We go all just sit in the main room in the suite and talk or something. Let me know what I gotta do. But I do think y'all coming on and just explaining that would be dope. And I think we're better too than y'all. The most active two I've seen.
And shout out to them because I think they're wrapping it up. They are officially
they really
finished
are the faces of the charter review.
They are the faces of the charter review.
This is like no lie. Y'all the faces of that.
But they are wrapping it up. I don't think they have any more major changes that's made. They just waiting on the language.
You said Bradley 2030. I think not. You never know, man. You never know. I do feel like you never know. You never know.
And I'm it's crazy. Like all of us was shocked by the minimum requirements that it requires to be a commissioner.
I'm overqualified.
Everybody's
overqualified to be a
that's
commissioner.
all he's taking to be the commissioner. Yes, but the pay sucks. But I'm going to keep saying
on paper,
there is currency in the title of being a commissioner. You cannot tell me that because they be holding on to these seats way too tight for it not to be currency in the title and not doing nothing, to be honest. I'm not gonna keep saying they're not doing nothing, but before all of these people start getting actively involved last year, before we came along, before everybody started getting actively involved in the city of Augusta business, they wasn't moving like this, but they are moving much better. I do feel like because there are watchdogs that's out here that's paying attention now, there are more eyes on the commission and on the city of Augusta, on the government and what's being handled and what's being mismanaged, that they have been doing their due diligence to be better. So we'll give them a shout out because they're being better.
They try to being blasted.
They try to get blasted.
It's one thing when you get blasted from, I don't want to say the W word, from another kind of media, your commercial media, your everyday regular media, sometimes the other reports media, but then you got this new media and it's like urban media. You need urban constituents to not know what's going on. You breaking it down like in full detail, crazy lady, in their mind, they don't like that, man. That's too much. It's like it's like, all right, now come on, use the big words again, because you breaking stuff down, and then you be like, oh, well, what does this mean? And what does that mean? Like, so I'm sure they don't like that. It's like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people waking up right now. So
yeah, and I'm happy to our city and community that's just involved. Like the whole goal is for us to get involved. We need to be involved in the city business. We need a better quality of life. We just need a better
Shippy said, I'm
Ship
gonna
said
start my
what?
pod back up.
She
You
said
know
what?
I ain't got no babysitter. She said it every week. Yeah, I expect that from a convicted felon, Donald Trump. Okay. Thurman going crazy.
Well, what
Ain't it?
happened?
I don't know, but Hank said Trump was a businessman. See how that's going. So I see some points. You gotta hold them accountable. What up, Whitney? Gotta hold them accountable. If they don't, so they don't just do whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. The thing, but I'm gonna tell y'all this because I know we don't speak on it often because we've been behind the scenes, but for a lot of time when you hold people accountable, they get upset with you. I don't know what it
They
be
really
like.
do.
Not with y'all, like not with y'all, but they get upset. Mind you, it's media, so it's gonna be. I feel like media's gonna be days where I'm gonna praise you. It's gonna be days where I criticize you. It's gonna be days where I feel like you're wrong. It's gonna be days where I feel like you're right. And every day I should be able to speak my mind because it's media. I'm not. I don't have to agree with the person thing I'm saying, what she's saying. Y'all got your own mind. I'm just putting information out there. But what I found a lot of times when you hold these people accountable, them grudges she's talking about, them grudges.
Grudges is real.
I'm telling you, man.
Them grudges is real.
It's all fun and games until you hold somebody accountable or you're not praising somebody for whatever reason. So luckily I don't be caring. So
yeah, the grudges is real. I got cut off by a couple people. Like the page people just by saying. No, I don't want to say it like that.
no, say it. What you say?
If hopefully you're not following us simply because you agree with everything that we're saying. There's going to be something that you're not going to agree with, that you're not going to go with. And I'll talk about the post that just
There's
happened.
a few posters this week that I feel like people came on and I always feel like that's fine. It's no harm on foul if you don't agree. All I ask is be respectful, but it's no harm no foul. You can say you don't agree, why you don't agree, and we might have dialogue, you might not have dialogue. I feel like everybody should be able to spread their opinion as long as it's respectfully in the comment section. That's perfect for me. That's dialogue. That's engagement. That's us coming to a common ground. I like that. Like we shouldn't all disagree. If you don't agree,
we shouldn't. And I dislike that when a response is coming after somebody necessarily does something. If you do something or say something, why do you expect for somebody not to respond? But I think we hold people to a higher procedure. Y'all be like, oh, the page shouldn't respond. Well, the page should respond. Why shouldn't the page respond? But I know I had this one post, and I'm just going to explain the post how it happened. I did the post about the club, and this one young lady, she took it upon herself to share the post, and she was like, "Girl, ain't nobody going to donate to this, right?" The reason why I single her out is because she singled out one person. It's only a girl and a boy. Girl and a man and a woman that's on here. So she could have just said, ain't nobody gonna support that financially. I would have left it alone because that's her opinion. Her attaching girl is what made me respond to her. So, and simply, that's just like this is her opinion. The way she went about it was my opinion. My opinion, it was negative. She didn't have to say anything. She didn't have to attach girl to it at all. She could have just said, I wouldn't support that for the most part, or I'm not going to pay for this or whatever. And that would have been perfectly fine because everybody's entitled to whatever. The support is just support. What's wrong?
No, Hank said diversity in opinions is an amazing thing. I like that.
Right. You're supposed to have opinions. What I didn't like about this is she stated her opinion. I stated my opinion, but she kept going. To me, that was an act of bullying because it's neutral at this point. You said what you said, I said what I said, and we done with it, to be honest. But to keep coming, it's harassing. It's bullying. It's because we're just trying to keep it neutral. Being disrespectful, calling me out my name, being like all kind of unnecessary stuff is unnecessary. So instead of me letting like her comments and stuff pile up in my comments, I just deleted. I didn't block her because I'm not block you for what? I just kept deleting the comments because for you to be a boss of some type, bosses don't move like that. Bosses don't take time out their day to be negative. That's just not what they do. So, and that's just my take on that overall. There was no ill will towards the young lady. She's a beautiful young lady. Do her thing. Shout out to her. However, not everything needs to be said. It just doesn't. And if you feel like your opinion, whatever needs to be said, you cannot be upset the way I address it after it's said. It's just what it is.
Shout out to you for addressing that as well. Ray posted a comment. He said, deciding how to vote on Splost 9 is an important choice for Augusta residents as it determines how hundreds of millions of tax dollars will be spent on local infrastructure and services over several years. If anybody get it right, I'm in hopes the people get it right. And the government leaders officiated over the money, allocate each dollar in the right departments. Hashtag vote crew District 2.
Okay.
Shout out to Ray, man. Ray be having
I do think that this is an important move. One thing that is kind of leery is the language. I just don't want nothing to backfire. Like at a certain point in time, we got to start moving forward. We on Splost 9. At a certain point in time, we have to start moving forward. Something has to be completed. Something has to be shown for 9 Splosts of collecting millions of dollars, and then them not being realistic about certain projects that will take more money to complete than what they're asking for. And I get it. I think it's a big deal with asking the citizens for more money and things of that nature. No, the problem is y'all have been asking us for money for a long time and mismanaging it for a long time. So the people are less likely to be so willing to give y'all money now, but we need it now. You get what, like it's time, like y'all need to increase the taxes, but you can't because you've mismanaged all the funds from this time. So nobody's willing to pay, but with us not increasing the taxes, where's the other stream of revenue that's going to come to keep Augusta moving forward? Because I feel like we're going to be stuck still.
I mean, possibly. I think I wish, like I said, I wish they would break down Splost more to people so that we don't have these like last minute kind of conversations, like as the time
Now,
go
Dunn
on.
Clark said that today, that the community doesn't understand it. There's no process of people like saying, okay, well, this project has started now and it's going to be completed here. Like there's no clear guidance with Splost, and that's the problem as well. So he did state that, and I felt like that was a great point to bring up. And we do need a clearer vision of what's happening with the Splost.
I think even in like, I'm not trying to put hope no board of ed people on here. I think even in school days, that's something they can be teaching as well. Like just in the schools, like just your local stuff. So Splost, explain what that is. It could be Augusta Tech, it could be Payne College, it could be Augusta State, it could be the high schools. Because I think you're gonna be voting going into the Royal after that. So I think as a senior, you should start having some kind of class to teach you about these things, and because it's not just here.
That's related to your city, not just the city of the United, or not in the city, but not just the information from the United States. Civics should be based towards necessarily the city that you reside in. How do you maneuver or live, or you should know the rules of the city in which you reside in. You should know how to live here. You should know what's going on here. It shouldn't be such a mystery of how your city actually moves. Or, we have the Richmond County Public School System. The school system should literally be teaching everybody how to be citizens in Augusta, Georgia. They just should. You should know all the judges here. You should know all the commissioners. Like, it is crazy to me that I literally just learned all the commissioners' name maybe the last couple of years, but before then I only knew highlighted commissioners, the ones that stood out or the ones that were always in the paper, but I didn't know the commissioners. So
I agree with Sheffy in the sense I'm gonna read both comments. She said no. It's the job of the community to do this because each city does things differently. You have to remember how most of us learned as kids, church. And I think, like I said, for me, I agree with the church and the community part. I think it's like we say with kids. I feel like it's a group effort. Yeah, the teachers got to teach them, but the parents got to make sure they come into the school in a manner in which they be teachable, not be upset, not be famished, not be dirty, all this kind of stuff, not be tired because they stayed up all night. The board of education got to do their job to make sure the teachers don't feel pressure when they teaching and doing stuff for this and doing stuff for that. I think it's a mixture of things. So even though I agree with Sheffy saying it's a community thing, I look at community as schools as well.
Schools is
part of the community for me. So church is part of the community to me. any extracurricular thing. So whether it be the commissioners or the elected officials actually going out to school, which they do, but going out to the schools and talking to them, like I want to do all seniors for the month of January to end of the year. I want to hit every school and talk to their seniors about Splost, so we don't have to issue them all about the importance of voting, whatever. I mean, and they probably do it, but they do it when it's like election time coming. I'm talking about just doing it because in the next few years you're gonna be voting, not like being proactive, not reactive. So that's just my point.
I think we always say that, not understanding that the school system, because it's a public school system that is ran and governed by a certain entity. Therefore, they have to follow certain rules. They have to follow a certain program. So it's less likely for them to interchange it with things of such. But
being in school, you got those elected classes. So I'm sure nobody could tell me or you like it's not one class in school where a group of students, 20, ain't doing nothing. They're defining words in the book and have to turn them in. I don't think they do that anymore. Maybe they do something different now. But back then, you take shop class, units class, hey, just define these words, turn them into me. All right, you get 100 for the day.
Yeah,
well, I can learn about voting that day. I can learn about something that day. So what? Hate to say it, but at school, what class is like not benefiting the kids. We don't have no real criteria here. Hey, you're gonna be in this class all day. You'll talk to all these kids all day. That just I think small
it's we always say think outside the box, but I always think like, okay, it got to be somebody had to think outside the box, and there was some type of barrier. I feel like we don't have enough innovators, enough people that do think outside the box to get things done, to be the change maker. Yeah. Like, I don't think we have enough change makers in leadership that says this is a complete disaster, or this system is old and worn out and it needs to be changed. And I'm going to be the person to sit down, do the work, and start the change. I don't think we have enough change makers in our city in this time, because we're stuck in the I feel like we're stuck to when we consolidated in a way. Because we're stuck there, we need people that are change makers. We need people that are innovative and that think forward and out the box. We just do things that's going to be not traditional, because we're not in a traditional society right now. We're in a very non-traditional society. Things are changing every day, every hour, to be honest, but constantly changing, constantly evolving. Technology is through the roof right now, and I feel like all of us in our city, to me, I feel like a lot of us are behind, even though we have the cyber center and we do, but only a certain group of people are up to date with the changes that's going on in the city.
And just to add, I'm gonna read the question. He said, "How can the community do it if the community is uninformed and not educated?" If that's the case, the community would have been doing it now. And I agree to an extent. Like I said, the community, especially if you're an adult, you do gotta go do your due diligence and go get educated on stuff. I know we said before, I said the beauty of like being in high school and just being in school or even in college of 18, 24 years is like, that's the last time in life where people actually gonna be caring about you. Once you're an adult and you're in the real world, they don't care about you. You gotta get yourself informed. That's the first thing. But back to what you were saying, I do think you said about being innovative. And I think of people putting in the groundwork without getting that immediate praise, because a lot of times you see stuff and it's for photo ops. It's take a picture. Let's post a picture. It's more care about the picture and what the picture did than what you did that day at the event.
That's what happened today at the meeting with the football team. The mayor made it a point. He was like, make sure y'all go out there in front of that sign out there so we can take that picture. I'm so serious. He did say that. He was like, y'all go out there in front of that sign and make sure y'all take that picture, because it's about the photo ops. It's about what we did. It's just about what we did.
But the photo ops is, I'm not saying don't take pictures. I'm just saying like it has to be somebody.
It has to be other substance behind the picture,
some entity or people, persons, like Sheffy said, the community got to do it. Maybe it's somebody who retired. Maybe it's somebody who will work a part-time job. Maybe it's not a commissioner. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's not them. I don't know. But go into the schools and just speak, or get a mother school, or like you like, okay, well, I'm gonna just stay at Laney. I'm gonna do Richmond, and I'm gonna do AR Johnson because it's over here on this side of town. I'm gonna be rocking with them, the seniors on this too. I might do this one Monday, this one Wednesday, this one Friday, and you're just doing it over a period of time. You're not taking pictures. You're not necessarily posting every day what you're doing, but you're just doing the work. And it's not one person, just people in general. I feel like that's important. And there's so many organizations you can help do that with. It ain't gotta be a school. It could be an organization that somebody has, whether you like them or not. But once again, all politics go back into politics for me. So where you probably could do that, you won't do it because that's such and such a group. I don't like that person, so I'm not gonna do the group. So you get back into that a lot too. So there's a lot of barriers that hurt, the education part of this process with people. So
Yeah,
Ray got some paragraphs on there.
I'm gonna let I'm gonna let him read it. No. Before you read it, let me let me ask y'all a question, and then he can read it. That way, we'll have something else to come. So y'all know, I don't know if y'all seen it, but if y'all go look on the post that I shared about the copy and the DA, Austin Rose decided that he'll respond. So I want y'all to go and y'all don't got to go and look at it, but basically he was saying like I didn't give him credit for the post, but we were actually tagged in the post. So I was tagged in the post. I screenshotted the tag and him and put it in there. He was like, I didn't give him credit. How do y'all feel about like Austin Rose coming on? And because I think somebody else made a post and said, y'all need to stop supporting Austin Rose and all that stuff. I always want to know why people don't like Austin Rose. If y'all like Austin Rose, why do you like Austin Rose? What's the beef? Like, do y'all feel like he's coming over here and he's being genuine, or is he just trying to start stuff?
Glasses and Sessions said 8 churches on Olive Road.
8 churches.
Yet the communities around them are suffering. Our people perish for lack of ...
Ooh.
That was powerful. Speaking of Olive Road, I got an episode coming out. I was busy this weekend. I got an episode coming out. The Blair Brothers. They're from Jenna's home, Olive Road area,
Okay.
South Side. That's where they grew up at. And
shout out to the Blair Brothers.
Definitely shout out to them. And they had it was a part in the episode where they're talking about always wanting to put their office or like a building on Olive Road so people can access them if they want a job, if they want to, change their life and work and this, that, and third. And I remember I heard what they were saying, and shout out to them. They get it's a good idea, somewhat. But I remember they had dreams of like, wanting to be in North Augusta and wanting to cut the grass over there and be lawn care over there. And I was telling myself, well, I feel like as a person, a young man from certain neighborhoods, I always felt like I had my best revelations of life or my best like outtakes on life that changing my mindset, leaving where I was from.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like I get everybody wanting to do stuff for the neighborhood and coming back to where I came from, but I feel like you come back and take people out. You ain't gotta come back and sit there. I feel like having a building on our road might seem like it might be cute, but that kid that's walking 5. That's not really showing me you want to work. You just walking down the road because you're walking down the road. I feel like show me. Come to this side of town and then see how they move on that side of town. I'm not saying
over here.
Yeah, like gain that experience. Like feel that different demographic, feel that different, the people, how they walk and how they talk and whatever. I ain't saying you gotta be that, but just feel it. I feel like that was something that stuck with me. I was like, damn, I really wish people would, you can help where you're from, but you ain't gotta stay there. You ain't gotta put yourself in that predicament. Knowledge. Georgia Green Long Care. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to them. Those are my guys. Episode coming soon. Okay, you got some. Austin Rhodes is our own Rush Limbaugh. He's piggybacking on your success.
Well, he has his own success, though.
No, but I think when she say that, what she mean he does have it, but he talking about. I told you this earlier. I feel like I'm seeing people, entities, groups, whatever you want to call them, pages, comment on this entity. And I've never seen them comment. I've seen the most disrespectful comments in the world under their post. They ain't even like it. They just kept moving like nothing happened. You post something, you say something, and you get and they feel like you're getting too much traction. Oh, 57 shares. They just start typing like, I don't get it. Like, bro, you've been doing this for a long time. It ain't even been a year. It ain't been 12 months. Like, what's the problem?
Been 12 months. And shout out to us for showing up and being consistent.
I got them blocked though, so I don't see nothing.
You got them blocked?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer. If I don't support what you do, I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it.
The only reason why I haven't blocked a certain other entities because like I give credit where credit is due. There are times where they have the information first and it's informative.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like how when it comes to my skin color, how things are represented. But for the most part, in the grand scheme of things, they do decent journalism, and I never take nothing from nobody. So I ain't block. I just don't follow them. But Austin Rhodes had to block.
You had to block him.
Granted, I think I would interview him just to get an understanding of who he is and how he thinks. Because I do feel like my blocking him and not support him is strictly from social media.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about him as a person in real life.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
I try to be fair and consistent. I'm growing to be fair and consistent rather. I'm
Okay.
trying my best.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I did reach out to somebody and ask. I did ask Austin Road one time if he would come on our live.
I'd vote for Neil and Fahim if they ran for something. Definitely. Those some good
Yeah,
guys.
me too. Me too.
Ray,
Me
what
too.
up? Ray, what up? Austin
Great
is
Indians.
I don't know what animal that is, Ray. I'm sorry. Is that a pig
What did
or
Ray
a
say?
cat?
Is it you already read that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He said, I must remind people that Splost is a sales tax, which prevents the city from having to raise property taxes to pay for these big ticket items. Visitor participation. Mentioned that about 30 to 40% of Splosh funds typically come from people who don't live in Augusta but shop here, meaning outsiders are helping pay for our roads and parks. Earmark funds emphasize that by law, Splosh money cannot be used for politician salaries or everyday fluff. It must be used for the specific bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Shout out to y'all. I guess nobody feeling away with Austin Rose. It'd be funny sometimes we ask some questions people want to answer, but like
He don't.
no, it's like I'm not. I don't care about like bashing somebody because you could feel like you like them. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I just know like the social media aspect of the thing. I feel like when you are in media, you got a job to do for the most part. So the goal is always try to be fair and consistent with that. At least me. I can't speak for other media entities. Some people just they like clickbait. Some people want to rage bait all the time, or whatever. I don't know. I just feel like your job is be fair, consistent, and get the information out.
Right.
I never want my voice to like not be heard because they feel like I'm just saying anything.
Right.
So
right.
and if I don't know now, I'm gonna tell you I just don't know, and I'll try to go find it and give it back to you. But I agree with Sheffield on Austin Rose sentiments. I've heard that before in the past. So, but I think that's the thing people do before rage baiting on social media and stuff is the thing. That's kind of what he's been doing. So, but I just like I said, I give people credit where credit due. If you've been putting in your work in and you've been around for a long time, you're doing something right or all the way wrong, and people like it enough. So, I guess it's right enough, bro.
You said us, but we tag. You see it?
Yeah, that's what's up. The person that posted that's in jail.
You play way too
I'm dead
much.
ass. He come home this year.
You play way too much. But yeah, we really ain't talking about too much. We just want to talk about the splash. How do y'all feel? Are y'all voting for the splash this year? It's
Sure
on the ballot May of this year. It's been approved. South Augusta is definitely getting this. What happened?
Ray Montana. Rhodes is a pig, a narcissistic and undercover bigot. He liked to explore our culture and people, but he is informative, but he ain't worth chicken shit.
Great balance, I guess.
Shout out to Ray. I think Ray, if I ain't mistaken, I don't know. I can't speak. I've heard he sat down with him. They had like dialogue and stuff. So if he's saying, I'm just gonna take his word for it because he actually has spoken to him, but shout out to that guy.
Shout out to you guys. Like I said, Happy New Year to everybody. I appreciate everybody joining the live. Really have much to discuss today. Like I said, I feel like
they played nice. They got along. Everything. So they played nice. They got along.
Right. They played nice. They got along. The
clap
whole
it up
purpose
for them for that. I clap it up for getting along and playing nice.
Yeah. I mean, the whole purpose behind our Tuesday lives was to discuss after the commission meetings, what happens after they adjourn, and just different stuff that happens throughout the week to kind of give a recap of things that's happening. So I mean, it's all right. I don't think. I'm sure some people are unhappy with the splice, and then some people are happy with the splice. At the end of the day,
can't please them
vote
all.
How you choose. vote how you please when it pertains to it. I think it's a great balance. It just kind of is what it is. Everybody kind of got what they wanted to a certain extent. They tried to do the best that they could do. For the new administration that's sitting in office right now, they are trying to do better. So we'll just see, because I always say it'd be theatrics too. I felt like a lot of performances are put on with our government a lot of times. But again, why wouldn't they put on performances? They're supposed to. They're in elected offices and they're in high positions, so they should put on performances. But we shall see. We'll see what happens through the next couple years if they continue to be like this. I do want to see us get stronger. I do want to see us get better. I do want to see us have better systems, be more informative than what we have been. I just want to see us grow, and not on any type of pettiness or anything to the nature, just the city itself growing for the greater good.
All right, you got action. Junie B. Jones, I love the name. It says, I need those your tax dollars at work signs again, so I can see how Splost improves our quality of life. I'm voting for it this go round, but this is the last time voting on it where I don't see the results. I feel crazy saying that out loud, but yeah, it felt crazy reading it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it felt crazy, but I get it. I get the unsureness of it. I get the
Right.
back and forth. On one hand, on paper, it seems like to be a good thing, but we on 9.
Yep, we on 9.
And I think everyone would say, each one could have been better, but this wasn't enough. So
right, and we're on 9. So we're on 9. Hopefully, projects like downtown and other things start to look up, and it just
good question,
better.
Sheffy. With the potential closure of polls, will the Splost have enough votes? See, Jeffy brought up Splost. I was just thinking about the mayor thing, but even Splost.
But all of it is on the same ballot.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking about Splost per se. I just thought that people we mentioned that earlier. Like, I get that they're not I guess of greater use or whatever. I don't know what Robert you said earlier. He was like, it was not being used enough.
They're not used. They're more than likely underused.
Whatever that, it's like, so.
I don't necessarily think, I get them bringing it up, but I don't think that.
Why
I think
now?
The Board of Elections are necessarily.
It's already made. That's already a problem in itself. We talking about it's gonna be hot as in Augusta, Georgia. Why are we making people that don't have air? People air. When it start, get hot, your air start working. That's when it start working. Your car says start working now. It's just like I don't get why now. Why not November? Do it November then,
or do it after May. There's a lot of things that's on the May ballot. You got the mayor election. You got 5 commissioner seats that's up. You have the Splost. You have the charter changes. All of that is on this particular May election. May is also the least participation from the voters in May. So shutting down polls when you got all this attraction now, it seems. It just seems like it's orchestrated a certain way that people are, putting their hands in different things to,
Sheffy said that 5% budget cut has its consequences. I agree.
That 5%, but
charter review is not in May. It will be in November. Y'all got it good.
Oh, it's in November. Oh, okay. Oh, it's in November with the board, with the school board. Okay.
And this is just me talking because we about to wrap up. But I got an idea in my mind. I'm gonna say it live. I do think when you think about Sheffield, I think about Angela and stuff. We mentioned wanting to do town halls, not in the sense of a town hall per se. I don't care about the title. I'm just speaking so people know what we want to do. Gathering, I don't care what you want to call it. But I think that'd be dope to do, like explaining that, what it is. No problem with the mayor, not a problem with your commissioner, just explaining what this is, why it's needed, why it's important, that maybe the pros and the cons to this and what they up against with whoever. Then we could do something else just with commissioners, do something else with maybe different elected officials and stuff. Might get to come out, might can't get to come out, but I do feel like that'd be dope to give them, that information to the people. Maybe we could do a live, we just do it here and grab people here. Who knows? I don't know. Or we can go get an event and a venue and do it there. Mm-hmm. But that's something y'all would want. Would y'all want to do like some kind of town hall type of event so people can kind of, get to meet y'all, y'all meet them and talk about the importance of voting, the importance of certain things.
I always say when it pertains to like politics or anything related to us learning more that makes us efficient in our community, that we tend not to show up. Like, that's why I'm saying it has to be a different type of event. Like, it has to be an event, not necessarily.
For what we do now, we can do a regular event, but we can also have it live. We can get some production there to where we have it live, so people that can't. Once again, see, for us, it's not even about breaking down the polls. It's about making sure it's accessible to anybody that want to watch it.
Right.
I feel like today, this day and age, right now, this year, it shouldn't be no town halls that's not online. In my opinion.
Shouldn't be.
Because if I can't make it physically, I need to be able to sit down at my house where, like Sheffy, I ain't got no babysitter and watch it.
I agree.
I feel like
I
it's
agree.
I feel like it's too much, and it's too much technology out there right now, to where it should be enclosed and like no, it's no cameras there. Why? Everybody
Mhm.
got phones.
Everybody got phones. You're
Put
right.
one, go live, mic somebody up.
Yeah.
Call it a day. They sell us Amazon for $20. We giving the mayor $13,000 to give us chairs
Hey
and
everybody,
tables.
happy New Year to everybody that's new that just joined the live. What's up, Larry? How you doing?
May vote was done for a specific person. Larry, tell me what that purpose was, please.
What's the
Larry
specific?
Harris, please tell me what that purpose was,
What's the
please.
purpose?
We plan to do town halls once we complete the recommendations. Hey, Sheffy, holler at us. We want to do it
We
together.
want to host one.
Yeah, we want to do it together.
And probably won't be called a town hall, but we definitely want to host one.
I did like the idea of coming in the classrooms to explain. Yes, for school. I like that. And I know, and even with you, y'all had the DA come to Richmond one time and stuff too. I think it's important not to just do it one time, but to continuously do it. Like it should be on their agenda to go to a school.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be one school that get it. It should be a bunch of schools that get it, because at some point in the next 3, 4, 5 years, I think we don't do a good job investing in the future with our people, with our constituents, because everybody not going to college. Everybody not going out. They're gonna be here working, maybe in the workforce, whether it be Bridgestone or
But even if they
whatever.
go to college, they still coming back to their hometown because
Possibly,
quiet
yeah,
is kept.
yeah. Using mommy
Your
address,
degrees don't be degreeing like that.
Yeah, definitely. I
You be
agree.
needing like 100 years worth of experience to attach to that degree.
Happy New Year, Emmanuel. May voting is required by the state because nonpartisan elections are held in May and consolidated governments are nonpartisan. Okay. Now, Chef, you
Y'all,
also
hold
got
on.
when you say stuff like that, you got to throw in there what nonpartisan means.
Right. It would just be no party.
Not
so
not for me,
not for us, but Sheffy explained what nonpartisan is. Nonpartisan is say, what did she say again?
Oh, she said May voting is required by the state because nonpartisan elections are held in May and consolidated governments are nonpartisan.
Y'all, that's what I was about to say. So this year makes year 20 that Augusta, Richmond County has been consolidated as a government, and we're just not getting things organized in our consolidated government.
That sounds all right. I don't think nothing in Augusta.
20.
I don't think nothing in Augusta.
20. This is the first time since the government has been consolidated that they went through the budget line by line. And 20 years. Because if this was done back in 1996 when we were first,
Year 30, not 20.
Year 30. Is it?
Yeah, you're right. I know you meant 30. I know you meant 30.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Yes.
96.
Yes.
Yeah, 30
yes,
years.
we old.
We old. Damn, we old. Good God. Dang, we is old, y'all. We is old. Oh my God. Okay, but either way, so 30 years. In 30 years is the first time literally that they combed through the budget. They don't have no organization, but this year, this particular administration is going to create some type of structure that hasn't been done in all this time. Just not coming. Imagine if they had went through the budget back then. They would have never been in this position. And I think somebody even said that today. They was like, dang, if they would have went through the budget back in 1996, the way they went through the budget this year, we wouldn't be in the position that we're in today.
Yeah. Or anytime the budget came across the desk, if they just actually read it. Because it wasn't something earlier this year, and he was like, "Oh,
last year." He said
not this year, but
it was
past year.
It was last year, and I don't know if it was Wayne, but it was Wayne Gifford. I think he said he was like, we never look at the budget. We never go through the budget like that. We just look at the number, and as long as the number is sufficient, we pass it. Simple. That's it. They don't go through the budget. As long as the number at the bottom of the line made sense, they never went through it.
All right, Manuel said, what was the reason for Augusta to be consolidated?
We were bankrupt.
What month is the heaviest voting? November.
November.
Oh, she said it for him. Yeah. I think he's making his point, but not against your point, but just to clarify, it's reasons why. It's not just like they picking us. It's just you got to do it. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, it's just gonna be just go out and vote. I mean, if you ain't got no air,
everybody vote. Everybody go out and vote.
Can you imagine that? Like they close your poll down, so you gotta go 10 minutes or 15 minutes out the way now, no air. You hitting every red light, every stop sign. Like, come on, bro. By the time you get out, you drenched. Just the thought of it make me want to stay inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just the thought of that make me want to stay inside the house. But I mean, I hope
Right.
people vote, you know.
Right. But to everybody's point too, our current administration has been there for 4 years. So, and I remember them kind of breaking it down too. They was like, well, this happened this year. Like, what happened during Hurricane Helene? For some reason, that is like the main reason. They was like, the main reason they kept the budget the same way it was is because of Hurricane Helene. So for 2 years, they've been using pretty much that being the reason why they when it first happened. They said the reason why they kept the budget the way it was is because of the hurricane. And then previous, they didn't look at it then. They kept it the same way then. This will be year 3.
It must just be tradition to like just pass it off and say, okay.
I mean, that's what they said. That's what they said. Like that's what they said out of their own mouth. Yeah. That they never had looked at the budget. It's just certain stuff when I hear the commissioners talking. Shout out to Stacey Pullen for saying important things today. Like, it's up to the constituents basically are looking up to them to have the correct information and to know how to do their job. So they can't just be putting out anything without pretty much having the correct information. You would think that they knew that already, but yeah, shout out to her for putting that point out there. Like, the citizens are looking up to them to make sure that they know how the city of Augusta is ran, and they know it like the back of their hands, so that we start trusting what they say. We don't trust what they say because to us, we feel like our leadership is not as competent as we deem them to, that they should be, to be holding certain seats. So
yeah, I think a good point to make also in conjunction with what you were saying was not trusting the government might be why the budget talks is so extensive now too, because you can't just say, oh, we good, we asking questions about it now. You got to give answers, and in order to give those answers, you got to read you got to actually read it. Ain't no more past no like in the past, like we just gonna do this. That's not a thing no more. So we like to talk about how past, mayors or commissioners and stuff like that did certain things, but if somebody going through the budget line by line, something wrong. In my opinion. So you talking about being behind this amount of money, like where did that start at?
But, I wonder.
So I'm sure that makes for a very hard audit to be made too. So
that's another thing. I really want to know, when will the audit be completed? And it's so crazy that I feel like the audit won't be completed until after the mayor race happens. That it won't be completed until afterwards for some reason. But
I got a hot take on that though, and I'm hopefully clip this. I really think that when it come out, they probably gonna owe somebody an apology, because I feel like they made somebody the face of it, and I just don't think that's the case. And I'm not saying because I know this person, I don't know from nothing. I just feel like they made somebody the face of it, thinking that they can just do that and it be what it is. And I really hope that they can do a detailed audit. Like I said, if it's him, it's him. But I really feel like they just needed a scapegoat to put that out somehow, some way.
They fired the ladies.
Yeah.
When he first came in office, or after he got the vote?
It's my hot take.
So after he got the vote, after the mayor got the vote, he fired the city administrator.
Yeah, remember that.
And the other 2 ladies, because they were questioning his spending habit at the time. So I do think like some things were coming out, or is going to come out, or did come out.
Real quick, Sheffy said, Mayor Johnson said, once you say that, I'm not even believing it. But anyway, not her, but just, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Mayor Johnson said the audits will be completed in February at the Neighborhood Alliance meeting, I believe. So we'll see.
Okay. That was on January the 3rd. That happened. So, okay, we shall see.
Very good point. This is my take. I mean, hey, if somebody stole something. But I just feel like when it all come out, I do feel like but people going to owe people an apology, because
I wonder.
Ain't no way.
I'm saying this. I wonder how understanding for the public that the audit will be, if that makes sense. Like, I want to know how easy the audit will be to read and understand. for regular constituents? Like, will it be broken down in a manner in which everybody can understand it?
No, it won't. Clap it up because we got Q for it, man. Clap it up for Q. It will not. So you're going to have to, do your
I'm
thing.
gonna go sit with some finance people for sure, to break this out. Because I don't know.
But
I'm not gonna say that I feel like they're hiding something or saying something to the nature, but you automatically go to that something's going to be hitting.
Yeah.
Something's going to be missing once it comes out to protect the city of Augusta. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want the city of Augusta to look bad, but we know it is bad. We know a lot of things have happened inside of or behind the scenes that we aren't privy to, that is in results of what's happening, what we see, like the money being mismanaged and all the other stuff. That is pretty much what we see happening. So we know that there has been indeed mismanagement of funds, a lot, often. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but year 30 is a lot. Can you imagine
Year 30 is
how much money could be have lost or gained and unaccounted for? And then that
in 30 years?
Just because we
You think they're doing a 30-year audit?
Nah, I doubt it. I would doubt it, but yeah, I doubt it. That's a bit too much.
I don't think they're doing a 30-year audit.
If they trying to close polls to save money, they ain't doing a 30-year audit. That's more money. They ain't got time for that. And if I'm mayor, I'm not even paying, or whoever in charge of that, I'm not paying for you to order some other guys that ain't gonna put it on me. Heck no, heavens no. I thought about that when I was thinking, and I just feel like a lot of times people be a scapegoat to stuff, and I just wonder, even when the stuff come out, will it be big news like it was that day? Because that was big news that day.
Probably not. It's just like when people go to jail. It's big news when they go to jail, but when they get off on their charges, it's a very small article.
To your point, I feel like when it's all said and done, and they're able to go through the order and get their bearings on certain things, I want that article that come out to be as easy to read as the first article was. Because there wasn't no big words.
It was none. It was none. It was straight to the point.
Where the money?
Straight to the point.
Some crazy face. All the pictures they could have used of this man. They used a confused face picture. The media just funny like that, bro. It's just media is funny, man. But yeah, I want it to be the same. I want them to be fair and consistent with what they do. Mind you, I don't know that guy from nothing really. I don't have no ties to him, but I do feel like deep down, somebody took a dive somewhere. March 2nd, qualification period. Shout out to Glass in the Session for putting the links in the chat.
I mean, I do got a question. There's 15 people on here. So do you guys trust the city to deliver the projects that the voters approve on? Like right now, today, do y'all trust them that the projects that have been listed are going to be completed?
You lost me. Do you guys trust the city? I'll just tell you that right now. I just feel like ain't nothing been done for me to have trust. Like when I say don't have trust, I'm not saying like I'm sitting there like wishing. No, just like when stuff be said to me, it'd be like, oh, okay, I just move on. I don't get up about nothing.
Get into it. It's just you got to see the results.
It's like
see the results.
It's like I hate to say it, it's like being a fan of the Falcons or something like that. Like they let you down so much, you just like, look, whatever happens. I'm not a fan of the Falcons. Well, they lose a lot. They just don't win. That compares to Falcons.
That is funny to me.
Shout out to Dirty Ball fans. I am the library director. Where y'all are ready to meet, I am available.
I think I reached out to you. Did you text me or call me like last year? I think I called you back or somebody sent me his phone number or something like that. But I don't think he reached out. But I'll reach out to you. If you send us a message through the page, I'll reach out to you and get information and we can set that up.
Yeah, that's dope. Shout out to you.
Because I know they did have some people from the NGOs to come today, like Mock Academy. A parent from Mock Academy came to speak on their behalf to say ask why certain NGOs was funded and not other ones, and what metrics that they use to choose those to stay funded versus the ones that they chose to debunk or get rid of. I thought that was interesting for a parent to come and speak on their behalf. Shout out to people who have the courage to go in front of the commissioners and speak to them, because
Couldn't be me.
every time a constituent goes up there, it's just not the same. It's just not the same. It's just not the
Sheffy said,
same.
no, think about this. There's $5 million set aside for a water park, but not a soul has gone to talk to anyone at Splash in the Borough or Browns Mill or any other municipal water park. Hey, Sheffy, you cooking, man. And man, you put his number on the comment section. Okay. Brave man. I have all the history of Augusta.
Who have all the history?
Manual, yeah.
Okay.
In his bag.
Come on. Shout out to you.
Just start sending some over, then we'll call and stuff. Shout out to him though.
Based on what y'all heard so far, are you leaning yes, no, or undecided for the Splost? For the people that has been on, are y'all leaning towards voting yes or no, or y'all still undecided about what you're gonna do?
It was too soon. I gotta look at it, everything they kind of went on, and I'm gonna go from there. But to be honest with you, I'm sure people are gonna vote yes. It's kind of hard to say no. We don't have
I don't really have no reason. For me, I didn't want to see them spend so much money on the jails, and not give any quality of life. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm in my 30s, so I don't think I'm gonna be here to see the quality of life gets developed to a certain extent, but I won't be able to probably fully enjoy it. So I'll be enjoying my quality of life outside of Augusta until Augusta get it together.
Unless you get locked up.
Nah, fuck no. Sorry, y'all.
Now I'm saying they're gonna have balling in. I get a new prison. Showers working.
New prison.
Might get new beds.
Everything.
A little thicker, than the last ones.
Pillows. More people want to attend, huh?
Maybe.
Oh.
Who knows?
I hope not. I hope y'all stay out of jail. Honestly. And
don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. Don't do nothing illegal. I mean, it's just what it is. But I think we got smart people, so I'm not gonna say this is our people that would be part of it. But yeah, y'all, I don't have much to talk about. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight, and of course, leaving your comments and engaging in conversations with us all the time. We definitely appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that was on the live tonight. We appreciate you guys. I don't really have much else. If y'all got anything, definitely drop it in the chat, but I don't really got much else. I just wanted to go over the Splost today. This is a big deal. This is the first meeting back, the commissioner's first meeting back in 2026. And they did some things today, but ultimately they passed the Splost. They left the scale at 375 million. Pretty much everybody that was on the panel got what they want. So we'll see how it goes when it goes towards the ballot.
Augusta has projects or plans to develop the city. They got to have a budget for that. I believe they claim they don't have money, but they put money where they want it. Agreed. It doesn't matter really. Folks voted for that zip line a few cycles ago and now have amnesia about it. Yes, Larry, it is. The consolidated government would have to petition the state legislator to make consolidated governments partisan. So he had asked if it's a nonpartisan mandatory. So before we do go, I do want to you got to show me your shirt. I do want to say, make sure y'all copy y'all, your AUG explain shirts, please.
These are so cute. Y'all look at them.
I'm assuming she gonna. Mine don't.
I mean, my shirt match my hat.
But no, why you said it like mine don't?
Yours do match your hat. Yours match your hat.
Our shirts match our hats.
Okay, but my shirt specifically to the T matches, like the colors, all of it matches. And shout out to Jessica Shine. She is a therapist in Augusta, Georgia. She came out with a brand that's handsome and healing, and Pretty Girls Heal.
Yeah. You can follow her on Instagram.
Hats itself are great quality.
Not good. Great yeah, quality. Amazing quality.
Great quality. I absolutely love the quality of hats. We paid for the hats. These are not sponsored. We paid for, both of us paid for our hats. I'm gonna order.
I got two hats, by the way.
The other color.
I got two hats. Just FYI.
I like the other colors that she just posted. But her name is Jessica Shine. Her husband is Darren Shine. He owns What's the basketball company?
No, he's a trainer. He's a trainer.
He's a
Yeah, he's a
trainer.
trainer. Ex-player of Richmond. A very dope individual from the city.
What's the name of his trainer?
I can't think of it right now. That's why I said trainer.
But yeah, so shout out to them. The hats are amazing. Y'all like the hats. Check her out. Tell her we sent y'all to come get a hat from her. But outside of that,
How can they get a sweatshirt?
Oh, y'all want a sweatshirt? Y'all can inbox the page or y'all can inbox me, Shaquanta Callis. I make them. I appreciate you guys if y'all support. If not, we appreciate you guys for just tuning in, because at the end of the day, without y'all, there would be no us. So we appreciate you guys.
Definitely. All right, hold it down.
Huh? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.